and welcome to the Hannover Parkour documentary commentary. My name's Tidal from Tidal, and this is the new behind the scenes channel. So, basically, backstory on that is I originally posted all these commentaries and all that sort of thing on the main channel, but now, because I don't want it to get all cluttered up with this bullshit crap, but I still want to do it because it's my favorite bullshit crap to do. It's going on this second channel, which used to be my main channel, so here you can find those old legacy videos before they were remastered or semi-remastered. So yeah, Hanover Parkour, basically backstory on this. This is pretty much what I wanted Auckland Parkour to be. When I made Auckland Parkour, I was under a time constraint, and there were issues that happened where people couldn't show up for a day, and I couldn't wait for another day because I needed to get my stuff in, so they had to do it at home and stuff. Like if you saw Andy, he was recording on his phone, I believe, in his garage. But this time, I got to film every interview, so I had control over it. I may not have done the best job on Kazi's interview. Because I didn't use a mic or anything like that, but I learned from my lesson from Dragons and used my phone as the microphone, and Ollie had a sweet ass microphone I could use anyways. So yeah, basically I was in Germany. I didn't know what project to do. I want to do something because yeah, I just really wanted to do some sort of project. I decided to buy a DSLR while I was here, and I really wanted to get into a project that I could use the DSLR really heavy on. So I didn't want to do stop motion or anything like that. I wanted something live action, and I thought the thing I could do with the least resistance would be a documentary rather than a short film or anything, because it would just be a lot easier for me to actually get done. So that's what I did. So yeah, let's get into the documentary. Oh, yeah, okay. So let's begin. This intro part here, I loved it. The song I used really fit. I was just thinking about this before I actually made it. I was walking around Hanover and just thinking about what shots I could get and stuff. And when I was also just testing out what things looked like with my camera, I was just doing stuff like that. And I think the whole intro title card turned out pretty nice. So yeah, there we go. I tried to do the same font, but I was using different editing software. Yeah, so here's Kazi. He's the first guy I met, or first local parkour enthusiast I met in Germany. Yeah, yeah, at all. Talked to him over Instagram. Ollie just happened to be there on the day that Kazi came. He just said, "Oh yeah, I'll come too." So yeah, that was cool. Yeah, pretty much the way I met Kazi was I pretty much texted him on Instagram because he posted like with hashtags about his place. So yeah, here's Dragon. He's a bit older. Yeah, pretty much. He's a pretty crazy guy. He can do a lot of stuff. A lot of people were very, I don't know, a lot of people received what he said very well. They thought he was a great guy. He's a great guy to hang out with, talk with him about, morality and all that stuff, have good conversations. But yeah, pretty much all my family, everyone who watched the documentary was all like, "Oh man, that guy, he's funny and charismatic and stuff." But yeah, I agree. He really uplifted the whole documentary. I reckon I always thought these talking parts would be real boring, but people loved them and really enjoyed, especially him talking. So yeah, how long have you been doing parkour? I pretty much tried to beef up all the questions as well. I think these are all the questions people really would want to know, I think, when it comes to this sort of stuff. I did ask some more questions, but some people gave like answers that were kind of like, I don't know, they just weren't consistent, I guess. Or maybe I forgot to ask the questions with Dragon. So yeah. Oh, that's a little area, parkour makeshift area, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and I also got them to send in clips from a while ago and all that sort of stuff, so that's cool. I got to have them doing stuff from a while ago. I wanted to sort of like show progress and like where these people are from and stuff. Because it's more like metropolitan than Auckland. You know, a lot of people when you talk to people in Auckland, it's like, oh yeah, I was born here forever and all that. But I managed to get one person from Russia, and then the other two was obviously me and Brihas, who was also born here. So yeah, this also was an inside joke. If you don't know, parkour was invented in France, and he's like, nobody knows where parkour comes from, and I was like, oh. So I put in the picture of France to really highlight the whole thing. I'm not sure if he wasn't aware, or maybe there is some deeper meaning thing, but oh well. I just know that traditionally speaking, I guess parkour originates from France. Yeah, more Ollie speaking. Yeah, you can see his mean as microphone. I double used this clip too. Use it to end one of the things. This one too. It's actually in the compilation. If you see that. Oh, yeah, I love that little black thing where you just go, oh, what happened? And then all of a sudden it just music, man, and you get to watch people doing parkour for a bit. Some sort of compilation. Yeah, these are pretty much all sent clips except for this one. I was there on the day and I recorded that for him, and it took him like 50 tries or whatever. It took him a long time to get that line, but I didn't even end up using all of it. Didn't fit with the song, and I thought that was cool to use. I used it when I was doing the pretty much the same thing, but in Auckland. Used it when the song had this sort of beat, I guess, or that sort of part of the song. I don't know, more cuzzy, more cuzzy. Yeah. Oh, and then there's more Dragon. Dragon's fucking insane. Look at this. Bam. Brrr. Fucking hell. He's just crazy. He's really good. Yeah. Puts me to shame. Puts me to absolute shame. A lot of the guys here do, but oh well. That's just how it is. Yeah. I think this is the last line. I recorded this one too. This wasn't a sent line. It was with my GoPro. You can probably tell because all the colors are all washed out, which is what happens with the GoPro footage. So happy I've got the DSLR now. Can get good colors in camera. Oh no, they did talk about the community in Hanover, so that's good. Yeah, also this is a parkour gym. When I was in New Zealand, I actually worked at a parkour gym as well, and there pretty much basically what I did is I just pretty much, started volunteering, I guess, working for free sometimes. Just going there every now and then and going, yeah, I'll do a shift here and there because, I'm not getting paid, so, I don't really have the responsibility of having to be there every Tuesday or whatever. Kazi did, but not me. So yeah, that's nice. Yeah, and this is also Ollie's parkour wall. He was he was pretty incessant on the. I don't know. I just asked where would be of importance to him, and he just said the parkour wall, man. So that's where we did it. He's also the only guy in this to have been to New Zealand, which is interesting. But you'll see that in the later questions. Oh, yeah, because I actually asked. I think that's going to be a running thing is the whole, what do you think of New Zealand? Because obviously I'm from there and I'm a little bit patriotic, I guess, for New Zealand. Love New Zealand, love my country. Even more so before I actually came out to Germany and stuff, I was like, sort of in the middle of nowhere and all that. But after actually leaving, obviously Germany's great and stuff, but I don't know. Just made me really like New Zealand more, I guess. I mean, also Germany made me see a lot of the problems with New Zealand. A lot of things that Germany does right that New Zealand could do, but that's political speak. Political speak is for the podcast. Podcast will be linked in the description, and it's also in the channels list on this. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's hitting his balls on the edge. I remember I actually tried to go for that jump as well. Didn't work. I ended up going for like a cat leap, and even then it didn't work. It's fucking hard. But yeah, this was a long video. Yeah, I don't really have a lot more to say about the video to be honest. The commentary, the documentaries are really like cookie cutter, pretty easy formula to do. That they're just really well received for some reason. And yeah, I don't know. Don't put it anywhere near as much effort into it. It's just so much more well received. Like Hungry Heart, that was a piece of work to do. Bloody showing up heaps, doing the scenes, editing it, completely replacing all the audio, and people like, oh, I didn't really like it, and yeah, but do this, bloody, I don't know, a few months work. I guess a few months trying to organize. Oh yeah, talk to the camera for a bit, and then send me in some clips, and then I go out one day and try some jumps, and then that's that. That's the whole thing pretty much done. Maybe a few nights of editing, and then bang, it's out, and then yeah, and then everyone's like, woohoo! But oh well. Oh yeah, talking about breaking his collarbone, and I don't know what else to say. It's a long video, so we just have to wait until I take over the camera. And I can talk about plans for something that I might do in the future. But it's a big might because it's a bit difficult, I guess. Yes, a bit difficult. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, because I've only got like 2 more months here until I gotta go back to New Zealand. But then, back in New Zealand, there are a fuck ton of projects that are that are in the works, and people I've got, like all my mates and stuff, like Dylan and all that, are super keen on those projects. So I'm pretty excited for that. But Germany is not given all that it's able to give. So yeah, the car comes by, and then what's going on? Oh, there's me! Woo! Yeah. Look at how nice the fucking the suburb that I'm in is just, minus the graffiti, but other graffiti. Yeah, that's me. And I decided to do the segment because I was thinking I'm not really a part of this community. I mean, I guess I could sort of be because I do jumps with them and all that every now and then. 'Cause parkour used to be my passion, but now it's come more like a hobby. But yeah, like I don't know. I just felt like it would be wrong for me to be included in the compilations, and I think I'm right in that. But I wanted to throw my influence on it somehow. It's also stroke my own ego and be like, hey, I can do stuff too. But I pretty much just came up with this, and I think it's a good segment. I think I'll do it in every one. Obviously, sometimes there'll be jumps where I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm not even gonna go for it because that's just fucked. But for this, it's pretty good. Like, I was thinking of doing a Hamburg parkour documentary, and some of the jumps in Hamburg, I don't even think I should be going for them, to be honest. Especially the Toby Seeger Kong Pre. If you've ever seen that video on Stora, yeah, nah, I don't think I'm gonna try that. But here's the Evil Wall, which was pretty much just a physical obstacle, not really any mental struggle here. It's the mental struggle of my ego being destroyed every time I fall back down, but yeah, no, it's completely fine. No real danger, and I did it! Woo! And then my mean ass climb up there. Yeah. Woohoo! There's also an old village area of the city, which is pretty cool. Hamburg is a pretty not Hamburg. Hanover is a pretty cool city. If you're ever in the area, you should definitely check it out. But I don't know who would be in the area and not check it out. But I don't know. I don't know. Back to more speaking. So, ooh, Kong Bree and his shoes. There's other pair of shoes and his water bottle, or not even water bottle. I don't know what was it. Fucking 7 Up, I guess. Yeah, wall ball. Yeah, I'm really struggling to figure out because it's pretty easy. Like you can just say, "Oh yeah, when you get someone to do an interview, I pretty much recorded the whole thing in one long bit, and then just cut in between it. So I guess I like cut the questions out of the one big video for an interview. That's pretty much how. Guess that's pretty much like the industry standard when it comes to an interview. Like I've recently joined a I've recently I'm interning at a place, a video production company, and we've done pretty much only interviews so far. And that's pretty much industry standard from what I'm aware of. Like, I mean, obviously, I only have one camera, so it's this one angle the whole time. Take it or leave it. But, but it's it's pretty much industry standard to just leave it rolling the whole time, and then because people when they look at an interview, they're just expecting to see someone just sitting there and talking, and that's pretty much what an interview is. Which made me feel like it might be boring, but people liked it, so yeah. And I mean, it's really easy, so it's definitely something I should do more of because it's definitely entertaining. I really like this flag thing. When they're counting, they're like, I went to Greece, Spain, bloody the UK, the Netherlands, and then the flags come up. I really like that. I'm definitely gonna do that again. Yeah, every time we ask, oh, how many countries have you been to? And then I get to do my whole flag editing thing, which I think looks really cool. But I don't know. He also sent me that video on accident, but it's no evil giving. Fuck, I don't know. Because I guess it really resonated with him talking about a normal holiday and then sleeping in a dirty house. Nomad style with the bros. Yeah. Oh, I think that's Serbia? Bulgaria? I think it's Bulgaria. Spain, of course. Where's the next one? Germany, yeah. Me too, Greece. But it wasn't really for parkour, but whatever. United States. Still want to go to the United States. Yeah, if you saw there, one of the flags disappeared a bit earlier. That kind of kills me, but I'm not going to delete it and re-upload it because there's already 300 views, so I want to keep them. Man, I'm desperate. My 300 views, man. Oh, oh, Hannover. And then, yeah, some sort of low quality snippets I actually took out of Kazi's YouTube channel because he has a YouTube channel. I just took it out of there. I had issues with this as well because if you don't know, the iPhone 12 and all that is what these guys are using to record half the time, and the iPhone 12 records in 4K. So when I was using all of the stuff from Dragon, it was recorded in 4K, and fuck, it was hard to edit, man. It was really hard to edit because it would always like glitch out because my computer I use HitFilm Express as well, which I'm pretty sure is notoriously not good for handling 4K footage. So yeah, all of these videos with Dragon, they were like every time I try and play the timeline, it would like stutter because it couldn't handle 4K. So I don't know if it was my machine or if it was also HitFilm Express, maybe a mixture of both. And there's the end. See, I reuse the clip. But it's long enough away that you probably have forgotten about the uh, the first time it was used. But yeah, anyways, also when I was trying to export it and stuff, I didn't up the bit rate as much as I should have. So since it's in 4K and he's moving quite a bit, it started glitching out, and I had to export this thing like 6 times before I figured out what was going on. But I figured it out. Now it looks good. Looks fine. And I'm glad I just didn't make a cut in the wrong place and think it was fine because of the choppiness of it when I was playing on the timeline. But in saying that now, I always upscale all my videos to 4K now because of YouTube's compression algorithm. It just doesn't hurt your video quality as much if you even if you filmed in 1080p, just export it in 4K. It's just a good idea. Also, if you see those parts where it changes color, that was because I had the whole camera, the whole time, I had it on full auto. So, yeah, don't use full auto if you understand camera settings. I didn't, because it was my first time I actually got a camera where I could change the settings on it, or properly change the settings, because you can on the GoPro, but it's not worth it. There's not really much point. But when you use a DSLR or something, like I was using, the colors in all of these things, the colors, I could have gotten the colors to pop out here way more, but I just didn't use bloody manual settings. Whereas I should have used manual settings. But it's whatever. it still looks decent. The camera quality, I was still blown away by the camera quality. It's still a lot better than the GoPro, and the colors pop a lot more than the GoPro. But you'll see once I figure out camera settings in Hungry Heart, once I do the commentary for that, which is going to be interesting. There's a lot more stories to tell with Hungry Heart than this one, because Hungry Heart was quite the production, I guess. Oh wait, this is the end? Oh, yeah. Oh no, yeah, this is completely the end. Yeah, okay. I completely I completely mind blanked. I must have been talking about the camera settings, getting real into it and all that. But yeah. Yeah, I really like the ending here. Whoop. And then the whole shutter closing thing, I really like that. It just happened on accident. There's me doing a hefty jump. I really like this credits sort of formula too, with the whole showing them there. I think I'm going to do that for every short film from now on as well. I used to just have rolling credits, but rolling credits are lame, man. This is so much better. So much more professional too. And the song that I had on it was really nice. But yeah, that's the end. That's the end of the video. And yeah, more videos. Do you want to watch real shit? The other parkour documentary? Not today, because I already did the other documentary, and commentaries for all my other videos are coming out later. Yeah, so since this new channel is out, Hungry Heart is gonna get a commentary, of course, and there's a lot more stories to tell there. But I think I might also make a standalone outtakes video from that, because we had a really good time making Hungry Heart. Actually, that was a really fun film to make. A lot of people don't really like it, but I'm really proud of it. I think it's a fun film from audio quality and video quality. Finally figured out my fucking camera settings. Used the bloody artificial light in some of the scenes too. So yeah, it's a big milestone for me. But it's made me really excited to do my next live action stuff, which is probably going to be either in New Zealand when it comes to short films, but done a few stop motions while I've been in Germany after that, and I think I'm probably going to do maybe do the Hamburg parkour documentary, but we'll have to wait and see. But for now, enjoy the behind the scenes content that's in the works, I guess. All right, yeah. So that's been Title from Title. If this is the first time you've ever seen me, this isn't my main content. What I just did was not a reaction channel stealing other people's content and then branding it as my own on my own channel. No, it was not. This was me talking and critiquing and I guess giving a bit of backstory on my own work. So yeah, link in the description to my main channel as well. Also in my featured channels, link to my main channel and the podcast. If you haven't heard of the podcast, Desensitized Podcast, I'm doing it with my mate Jade. Don't have the best audio equipment, so if that's gonna deter you, fair enough. Can't blame you. I don't like the sound of it. Well, I mean, it's fine. It's perfectly fine in my opinion. But if you need beautiful, absolute crisp audio, unfortunately, my microphone has been left in New Zealand. Well, not my lavs, but my big microphone has been left in New Zealand. So yeah, once I'm in New Zealand, the podcast will be a little bit higher quality. But yeah, basically, podcast with me and Jade, we get to talk about our political opinions. So if you've watched me before and you want to see what my political opinions are for whatever reason, go and check out the podcast. If you hate me after that, don't separate me from my work and continue to like my work, please. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the commentary. So hope you enjoyed. Go to my channel, watch the actual video if you haven't. If you have, hope you enjoyed getting a bit of the behind the scenes content from it. So yeah, uh, see ya.